Hi, I'm Tanky,
And I'm Bruce.
and welcome to Bruce and Tanky's AV Social. I think Drake's saying, he's a star. That's why they're wishing on him.
Who is they? It could be Christ though. Rambo, they do first blood type legal defense.
Legal and physical.
As much as you can through a song.
You famously choreographed a movie, a full movie.
I did. The Lion King.
And Step Up to the Streets.
It's essentially a blow by blow of Lord of the Rings 2. The critics, they said that it's not original.
This song by Drake gets pretty repetitive. It drags on from there. Like, what a typical pop song. Even though it's 6 a.m., they're trying to cuddle. It does seem a little,
Yeah, to be honest, I forgot about the 6 a.m. thing already.
Dear Tanky and Bruce, I recently watched your 2011 video, Till the World Ends. How dare you? She is a goddess. You can't even imagine what she's been through. I hope you die. We actually get a lot of letters like this, and we get a lot of death threats.
No, I don't like to think too much about the world outside the world and the universe.
You famously never talk about your mortality. Bruce looks like a dollar store Domhnall Gleeson.
To be fair, Domhnall Gleeson has way worse hair than I do.
You both wish you could age as flawlessly as... Thanks for taking the time to read my letter. I love the show, Starboy.
I think that is Richard Gere's brother.
Sincerely, Kenny G. It's a saxophone player. I think it's Bees in the Traps.
Well, as I told Steven Spielberg, the saddest song is Lord of the Rings 2.
On your last episode, you asked for interesting stories about riding on airplanes. I was on a flight to Sacramento for work, playing Pokemon and listening to the music of Samuel Orson,
Led Zeppelin, Leroy Jenkins.
You could say, about halfway through the flight, an older, overweight gentleman plopped in the seat next to me. Sure, I said, and weigh at least 15 pounds. Wanting to avoid awkward conversation, I returned to playing Pokemon. Indeed, pretty soon the seatbelt sign came back on. The buzzing voice of the captain prompted me to look up and glance around. The man next to me was watching tentacle porn. Yikes. Love the show, Donald. The person next to you is doing something that makes you uncomfortable.
That's a cool letter, though.
But what would you do in that kind of situation?
Right. Masturbating. Anime porn.
No, you don't have this. You can't take this on an airplane.
And that was after 9/11, too. But you punch him right in the goddamn stomach.
You know those buttons they have above your head for lewd activity.
You could luge all you want. The guy next to you, he's eating your tacos. You bought a ticket the same as him. You deserve the same tacos. So here's what you do. You get your knife. I'm going to count to 10. You don't have to say anything else.
You heard it here first, folks. Bring a knife all the time, every flight. You hear horror stories. You yourself. The number of times I've traveled to San Francisco.
It was a women's golf team. Well, they were flying back, and they got up and they started, and they were hitting their golf balls, and I said, listen, I'm trying to eat my tacos, and I paid for my ticket the same as you. And we're going 600 miles an hour or whatever. I said, I'm going to count to 10. They, quit hitting their golf balls around. And NCAA got involved, and there was some kind of, controversy. But that's not the important part. The important part is that I helped land the plane. It's actually kind of...
I think the craziest one was a connecting flight I had in San Antonio. And so she had an infant child in the seat next to her, but another man claimed was reserved as his.
They have it hard enough.
They have it hard enough, dude. Let's give our weekly shout out to infants everywhere. Who are we chastising this week?
Oh, Shia
LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf.
What has Shia LaBeouf done that we need to criticize him for? Shia LaBeouf, we're chastising you for your hair. Get some hair gel, you son of a bitch. Look at Bruce.
Shia LaBeouf, you look like you're 50.
When was he in Holes? That was probably, 2007?
2004.
Yikes, he is old.
What? I don't think that's Shia LaBeouf's fault. I mean, it's his fault that he didn't comb his hair enough, but God knows he tried. You look in the movie because his hair looks like an old man.
He put up a queue of all his films in one theater, and he was the only person in the audience watching those films.
I don't count it as crazy until Mel Gibson did it.
Mel Gibson's best movie, 1, 2, 3,
Holy
Mad Max the Road Warrior. Do you think about him when you're with me?
He's up there in space.
I can't even do this with you right now. The only astronaut he ever brings up is Michael Collins.
Leland Palmer was in Twin Peaks.
Alright, you go pee. I'll look this up. Dude, you gotta start urinating in the bathroom, man. We've been talking about it.
It's not a public health concern until the goddamn Department of Justice is involved.
Leland
Farmer and choreographer. That's not Leland Palmer.
Shut up. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Leland Palmer was in Twin Peaks.
Sammy Davis Jr.